Sid left too. You're muted, Arthur.
Sid did leave, which is going to make doing my second intro very hard. Now I got a press release here saying the following. What do we know about him? AP Gaming. He claims to be a real gamer, but is he actually a real gamer? Let's take an in-depth look at the games that he's recommended and his bottom tier gameplay. I am SidAlpha, and this is the first of my third TED Talks looking into AP Gaming. Sid, you just... you gave it at the perfect time. That's all I have to say. I just did my I am SidAlpha. Don't worry about it. Go back and watch it. It wasn't very funny. In fact, you could skip it. It wasn't. There we are. We're back. Cotton and Pondo have not died of boredom, despite what the chat believes.
No, they come alive and share all of their in-depth opinions during the break, so you guys can't be privy to them.
And meanwhile, me and Rad just kept on talking right on.
Keep on going. Because you know what, boys and girls, people with dissenting opinions can have productive conversations. It is possible in this day and age.
I don't think that's true.
Believe it.
I dissent with your opinion. Let's have a discussion.
Let's.
Oh, we need to have a show.
Let's do it.
Save it for next week.
I think
I'll be back on Tuesday.
I think I killed ours.
I'll hijack on the tabletop and talk about the merits. The merits of discussion.
I don't know what it is tonight. Look, I'm seriously concerned that I'm gonna pop a blood vessel in my face and just start bleeding out of my eyes. Previously on this show that I guess we're gonna go ahead and do, the party made their way back home. They made their way downtown and they were homebound. They made it back home, spent some time with their friends at home. Generally, everyone took a dunk on local, what do they call it? Butt monkey? Bubba. Getting it. You know, Bubba? The guy. Yeah, butt monkey. You know, the guy that everybody makes fun of. Why do you look shocked at that, Rad? Is that not a term that people still use?
I've never heard it.
Nothing? Nobody? Wow. Okay, either I'm incredibly out of date or all of you are. Either could be true, though. That's all I'm saying.
I'm the oldest
probably just,
and I'm sitting here going, what?
You're probably just in your own region that you've probably heard that. There's been a bunch of stuff that I've heard here that I've never heard of, and there's...
I don't know. I feel like butt monkey is a very common literary term.
No.
Yeah, it's a trope from TV tropes. It's called butt monkey. It's literally Charlie Brown every time Lucy pulls the football away from him. That's what the butt monkey is.
I just call that pulling a Charlie Brown.
But the actual term for it... Okay, I'm done arguing this.
Why'd you start?
Let's discuss at length.
I started because I'm correct, but that's fine.
I mean, I never said you're wrong. I just told you merely that what I call it is just Charlie pulling a Charlie Brown.
We're gonna hop to the part where what's great is it's gonna seem like this is really vindictive, but in fact this was going to be the opening part of the episode. I believe I can barely even get it out now.
See, Pondo was going to be running across right in front of all the elementals.
No, I want to be doing something different.
I believe, Pondo, that your character has a special ability called Sixth Sense where they supernaturally detect danger in their vicinity.
Yes.
I would like you to make a perception roll based on your Sixth Sense usage.
Oh, shit.
Before something bad happens to you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah? I know this seems vindictive, but again, this is in fact where I was actually going to start the stream.
This happened last time.
I mean, it's happened to you several times. At least one time it involved a ninja dropping from a ceiling on jetpacks and stabbing you.
That was the only time.
Well, yes, but this is almost exactly like that time. So.
Yeah, except it's not a ninja, it's a man in an armor suit.
Didn't you keep that sword?
Yeah, I did. It was a nice sword.
Last time I checked, the sword was in the
I thought that
position
was
of rapier.
Rapier's.
No,
Yeah.
I never gave it to rapier.
It's on Rapier's character sheet.
I don't know why you
But
say that because I never gave it to
Rapier's
rapier.
Rapier has been using it constantly.
I don't know what to tell you. I never gave
It's
it
not
to
in
rapier.
your. As the GM, I'm telling you, Rapier
As a
has it.
player, I never gave it to rapier.
Rapier has it. Oh,
Rapier
what are we
was
doing
like,
here?
I'm gonna need that sword. And I'm like, no, it's my sword. I
Are
earned
you-
this.
Are you having trouble picking these dice up? I see you moving.
No,
your
I haven't
cursor-
rolled them yet.
Okay. You let me
Because
know
I'm
when.
having an argument right now.
You're the one telling me that you want to get started playing the game, but now you're so busy arguing with me over a virtual sword. Fuck, goddamn.
+7, so 18.
Yeah, all right. Let me set the scene. You are within the Crow's
Matrix
Black
is that shit.
Operations Center. This is your typical raised location. It's got as many open panel windows and view screens so that you can see everything happening in every direction. You have been busy doing your executive officer work, running the unit, making sure that everything goes perfectly, making sure repairs go down, people have something to eat, people have a place to sleep, getting everybody's kill counts updated, all the kind of administrative work that is necessary to keep a unit running. That kill counts thing, well, I probably shouldn't have thrown that in there. That's not very important. I mean, it is your job, but it's like the last thing you did. So you are watching
Black Rabbit's
as
responsibility.
two different. So these large queen plane pieces represent 5 elementals apiece, and the smaller pawns represent 5 technician or clan warriors, just people armed with SMGs and basic level body armor instead of elemental armor. These people have breached the compound. They've come over the wall. As you're looking around, you're noticing that there are civilian helicopters that have popped over the side of the mountain. They're not showing up on your sensors, so you're pretty sure that the clans must be jamming something. Your brain is working in overtime, and that's when you get your Peter tingle in the back of your brain, and you put your hand on your whatever weapon that you carry with you. I assume you have some sort of auto pistol, but maybe you have a rifle. One thing you don't have is a vibro katana from the DCMS.
That I should have because
You
I
don't.
never gave it to rapier.
That didn't happen. Rapier has it.
That didn't happen. Rapier had the suit. That was it.
Rapier has the sword.
Hey, Arthur, I have 6 cents also. Should I roll as well?
Not yet. Not yet. You're in a different location.
Cool.
You're not in immediate danger.
Cool. Oh, that sounds great. I love everything you're telling me right now.
No, you are in immediate danger, but don't worry about it.
I also have a vibro katana in case it's on my character sheet.
That is a lie, and I could tell because you're desperately trying not to smile during it.
That's not true. I never
Does it
try
have
not to
the name
smile.
Bandito etched into
It does. Yeah. I borrowed it from Rapier.
What weapon are you putting your hand on as you turn in the operations center?
I have my assault rifle.
Okay,
Which, nothing.
you're
if it's a clan.
unslinging your assault rifle from your back when you notice one of the technicians rising, pulling out a semi-automatic pistol and just capping the guy in the head next to him, and then turning and just constantly shooting everybody in the operations center around you. What would you like to do?
I immediately opened fire.
All right, so I gotta tell you, if you miss, this is a crowded space. It's full of expensive electronics necessary to run a mercenary unit, and also there are a lot of people in here.
So
What-
don't miss.
What kind of firing rate are we using here? Are you pressing fire? Are you using burst fire? Are you using single shot? What are we talking?
I mean, suppressing fire wouldn't be wise in this situation because there's.
Vital electronics and the like. Yeah.
I feel like rapid fire would also not be recommended because.
How about an aimed shot?
Yeah, I'm going to go with single fire
Okay.
and probably not kill the guy.
You don't want to kill them.
I don't want to kill them.
I'm asking you, but you sound like you're asking me.
No, I mean I do want to kill them, but I'm
You
probably
do wanna
not
kill
going to
them.
kill them because
Murder, death, kill. Get it done.
I need to find my.
Okay, so you're in point blank range. You'll add 1 to your skill. You'll -2 because they're in moderate cover. They've got chairs. They've got people near them. They aren't paying attention to you. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a +1. So you have a 0.
Okay, so I'm.
Are
down
you
to my-
taking aim?
Yes.
Okay, so you have a +1. They're in melee with other friendlies, -2 again. You're at a -1 skill roll.
-1, +4. So I'm at +3.
Okay.
I need to get an 8 if I remember correctly.
I think it's a 7.
Is it 7?
7.
Am I confident in that?
I mean, at a +3, you need to roll a pair of
dice with a
2s.
+3.
But if I get a
Oh, if you roll double 1s, you can fucking annihilate somebody on your own side.
Yeah.
They will be super dead.
Baron,
yeah,
no!
I'll just roll a +3. 7.
Barely. Holy shit.
It is barely. You shoot this person as they've killed 2 other people, and they're turning to swing to bring their stairs knocked in line with you. And as you see the 3-dot sight of their gun line up with you, you finally bring your rifle around and nail them in the shoulder. They stumble backward and like hit a chair and then fall down on a desk, and they keep hitting stuff, and at some point their neck snaps as they go down.
Oh. Oh shit. I just immediately get to the main communication systems for the thing.
Yeah. So
That's
there's already
unreal.
an automated alarm going out, but you can see that everyone is like super fucking confused as to what's happening.
Yeah, I'm going to immediately do attention all personnel, clan invaders inside the system, inside the base, 10 elementals, and is it like 5? How many techs?
Seems like 10 on foot troops. Hard to tell. Probably warriors or techs, something along that line.
10 elementals, 10 warriors. All able personnel, please respond to the gate. And
Okay.
all able warriors, be advised, there is anti-vehicle rockets in vehicle bay 1.
Oh, don't tell the enemy what our fucking weapons are.
So we cut
Jesus
over
Christ.
to Harridan, Molly, and Black Rabbit sitting
I swear to
around.
God, if he talked any slower, get to the mechs.
You've wasted 4 rounds of combat sending that message. The 4
Fair
of
enough.
you are like in the mess hall, drinking, eating, making fun of Bubba. You're waiting for him to finish the message as you're checking your tactical gear, loading your weapons, making sure the safeties are off.
Enemies mentioned, I'm grabbing my gear and we're heading out. I'm not even waiting for him to finish.
And then he mentions where the anti-vehicle weapons are located.
Well, now I know where the enemy's going, so...
So, I would like everybody to roll 2d6. You don't add anything to it. This is your initiative roll. We'll have to do it one by one.
+1 to it.
You do not add any mon.
Your reflex.
You add nothing to it.
I got a 6.
I got a 9.
Did got a 9.
7.
What is your reflex score? Con.
I have a +1 with
No,
my
it's Cotton, because she's matching someone who's already rolled.
I got 4 with point of edge spent.
Wow.
Or the attribute mod.
The actual reflex score. It's just called reflex.
4.
Okay, 4. All right. You are going after. Grab it.
Wait, we
And
didn't add anything to that roll,
You
right?
do not add anything to this roll.
Correct.
It's just a 2d6 roll with nothing added to it.
I thought that's what
You
you
break ties using reflex.
see. Got it.
And as for Elemental Pack 2, they will be acting first. Ooh. Ew, it's disgusting.
Oh, hey, they tie with me.
They did. What's your reflex?
5.
Okay, well, you're going first.
Yes.
All right. Elemental pack 2. And all right, so here's what happens. By the time Bandito's message is done, the second elemental pack is using their jetpacks to travel 15, 30, 45 meters. They jump past the first mech bay entirely. And in the process, they turn and spray SRMs at the cockpit of the Devastator. They are making best speed for the vehicle bay, but in the process, they are going to snipe that shit.
That sounds like a serious call shot there.
Yeah.
We'll spend edge to re-roll that.
I feel like it still misses somehow.
It does.
Well,
Why the
get up,
Devastator
get up.
specifically? You just doing that out of spite?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. I don't want to use my last point of edge on these elementals
Oh,
already.
we have 2 this time? My God.
Holy shit, they don't have 5,000 edge apiece? What the hell?
I don't want to hear it from you guys. You guys are like, I have like 7, 8, 9 edge. It's fine.
Collectively.
Okay.
Collectively.
Each.
No.
The elementals moving at high speed. They didn't know where the Devastator was. They spray SRMs around the Devastator. They pockmark some of the armor. 1 or 2 hits the cockpit, but it's not enough to penetrate or destroy. The SRM ammunition on the elemental's armor all begins to reload. And as they're coming down, one arm is out shooting a laser out of its one hand, Iron Man style, and the other is spraying machine gun fire over any available techs walking around. Your boy, Bubba, has just exited the barracks with his brand new mini experimental Gauss rifle made by Jerome.
Really
Jerome
He
Curie.
rolls like a fumble and just explodes in his hands.
I'm just gonna go ahead and check and see if he gets shot. Oh my god! All right, Ronan, Black Rabbit, Murder 6. All
Holy
of you are
shit.
looking out the barracks. You're getting all your weapons together. Bubba goes running out. Right, he's like buttoning on his flak armor that he just picked up walking out the door, and then he goes into like this weird shooting stance where his knees are way too deep and whips out the Gauss rifle. It's just like, suck it, elementals! And goes to pull the trigger and just keeps pulling it and nothing's happening. He goes to look down at it and then his body just disappears. Where Bubba once stood, there's a slightly damaged Gauss rifle and a pile of ash.
What the hell? Can we re-roll that?
No, he just got crit by a clan laser. I got double 6s here, my brother. He's fucking toast.
So
He got hit with an anti-vehicle weapon.
I'm looking at our map here.
Yeah.
Bubba just bit it?
Yeah.
This
What
this
the
big
fuck?
this big chess piece, that's an elemental group,
Yes.
and this other one is similar. So
That is also a 5-person elemental group. The smaller
Okay,
pieces are 5
so
men.
Bubba left and
Bubba-
ran all the way down.
No, because he was already leaving the barracks and he was just coming
he
out.
left right here.
Yes, he left down here. I mean, he
Okay.
left during your guys' conversation before and was going out to go somewhere.
Got it.
He was caught in the open
Right.
during the attack.
Got it. Understand.
He's gone now.
No.
He's
That's
gone now.
fine.
You never
don't
liked
like
him.
No.
What are you talking about? I like Bubba.
I feel like you might be the only one then. He was
Joe
universally
Dirt just
loathed.
got turned into Joe Dust.
Everybody's
I like
with her.
Bubba.
All right.
I'm fine with Bubba being dead.
Paradin.
I'm not.
Harridan, you're up. The last thing that you saw was simultaneously Bubba exploding into a pile of ash and Bandito telling everybody where the SRMs are.
Look, we had to lose at least one semi-liked side character in this fight.
Well, if we don't make it to our mechs, we're dead. Everything else is pushed aside right now. We're in fight or die mode. So we've got to get to our mechs. So which bay is our mechs in?
Bay 1.
What mech are you currently equipped to pilot? The Timberwolf A?
Probably the Devastator.
The Devastator is in Mech Bay 1.
Timberwolf A is yours.
Yes.
Timberwolf A
At the
is mine.
Yeah.
At the moment, which bay is that in? Mech Bay 1?
Mech Bay 1. All of the assault mechs are loaded up in Mech Bay, and the heavies.
Okay, so we need to get to Mech Bay 1.
Yep. You have 60 meters.
Skywalk.
You have 60 meters to run. What is your character's movement speed? This is a combination of your strength plus reflex.
I'm guessing that's run/evade or sprint is 40.
Sprint is you take no other action beyond running.
That's what I'm doing.
Very well. Then you will get halfway there.
And that's what I'm doing.
Living on a prayer. Harridan, you dash out over this skyway between buildings. For now, as you are in the in-between area, and these mech bays, while open, the skyways are enclosed and difficult to see from the outside, you will probably be fine. It's when you enter into a mech bay going between the skyways is when you will be shot. That's all you do. You spend the whole round running.
That's all I do.
We get dramatic
if we don't
running.
get to our mechs, we die. I
just want to know where everything is.
Yeah. Ask.
What
ask
is
your
in Mech Bay
questions.
1?
Mech Bay 1 contains the following mechs:
Should be our
Devastator,
lands.
Marauder, Cauldronborn, Timberwolf A.
Okay. What's in Mech Bay 2?
Catapult. No, sorry. Only one catapult. Catapult, arrow catapult. Hunchback G, Hunchback P.
Are swaybacks in 2?
Yes. And 2 long toms.
We need to get that swayback moving.
Number 3 contains the Raven, the Swift One scout car, and that's it. And the vehicle bay contains all of the elemental suits that are being converted into working elemental suits plus detached SRM launchers. Okay. Over all of the local communication systems, you hear the familiar-ish voice of Galaxy Commander Raheem Roland, leader of the 28th Irregular Cluster, your enemy on planet. He says, 40 seconds left. All clan personnel, you are ordered to overturn these inner sphere Surat bandit Desgra and return to the fold with no honor lost. Among you, your brothers rise up. And he only has 5 seconds, so that's as much monologuing.
What was his name again?
Raheem Roland.
I shouted into my communicator, Roland, you coward!
These guys are busting into the gate control center. Or they are not. Wow. To go from double sixes to double ones. Bandito, as you watch, the Galaxy Commander is swaggering forward. He's gesturing for his 4 elemental troopers to like kick open the gate control door. But you all have been in this situation. You've had your base taken from you, and we get a flashback of you and Jerome expecting this exact situation, and the
Like,
elemental
we need reinforcements there, and there.
with 1 ton of force behind this kick. The guy goes to kick the door, and the whole battlesuit is just like, and then he falls back on his ass, and the Galaxy Commander stops at the end of his broadcast, and just mid-broadcast cuts off and is just looking at the elemental, and the dude is rolling around on his back and slowly getting up inchworm style, like, I'm sorry, Galaxy Commander. Or no, he wouldn't use a contraction. I am sorry, Galaxy Commander. All of the elementals begin using their clan lasers to laser cut the door off, but will it succeed? We'll find out next turn.
The Galaxy Commander is on site in this raid.
Yes.
He's not in the capital.
Bitches.
That is correct.
Dead.
Here. Okay.
So dead.
Sweet.
Black
He's my
Rabbit.
primary and only target. I don't care what happens. He's dying.
I'm sure he said the same thing about you. Black Rabbit, you're up.
I guess I'll run up to the skywalk too.
What is your reflex plus strength?
Do we just use this little movement chart, or
Yeah, in the movement, you got walk, run, evade, sprint. What's your sprint?
I guess it's 36.
Normal MP is 36.
Okay. End up slightly behind. Still in Mech Bay 3. As you're looking out over Mech Bay 3, you can see that there's a Raven and a Swiftwind scout car. They're all getting prepped for the operation in 2 days. They're being like camouflaged to match a woodland setting. The Swiftwind scout car has guys just setting up crew serve machine guns on the roof. They're waiting for somebody to run past the open mech door so they can start firing. Let's see here. Next up is Molly. Oh, actually, Molly should have been first, but that's fine. We're going to reroll initiative in a minute anyway.
So we're still going by we're each only keyed into our specific mechs.
For now, it seems like next season you guys are really insistent on having, let's call it fast pass system.
Yes. I don't even know what mech Molly would be keyed into.
It sounds like a group discussion. Because my understanding was
you got shot out of your mech, so
She was shot out of her mech. The mech
we
had
needed to get you mapped into a new one. So the question would be, what mech would that have been?
right. That would be the question.
how do
What
you
mechs
even
did we have
have
available?
time to be, well, yeah, you had the submarine journey.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Well, there's the. Was the Cauldron Born made ready to go before
No,
this
you've
fight?
only just arrived back to fix the Cauldron Born up. It hasn't started converging yet.
So you're.
It's a one-armed Cauldron Born with little to no weapons.
So your choices are Wolverine,
Wolverine's
Hunchback.
gone.
Didn't we leave the Wolverine?
Wolverine, Mongoose, Catapult, Wolfhound are all on the submarine transferring.
Okay, then we have the Ghost Hawk.
You do have the Ghost Hawk if you want to
I feel
pilot
like
a
she would have
clan.
been keyed into either that one or the Timberwolf A. I don't remember what Sid was wanting to pilot.
I was fine with letting you pilot the Timberwolf if you wanted it, and I could take the Goshawk, or the other way around. I was also fine piloting the Devastator.
There's also the Hunchback, Swayback.
There's also the Swayback.
I mean, I'd love to say right now that she was programmed into the Swayback because of the situation, but I don't think that's probably what would have happened. So I think that would be unfair to say.
Let's roll for it. 1 to 2 is Swayback.
I'm fine with that.
3 to 4 is Ghost Hawk, and then 5 to 6 is.
No, I'm just fine saying that you have this way back. There's
Okay.
I don't need to roll for this.
Because I don't think that's what you would have intended to pilot in the
Well,
fight.
it's a good thing that you listen to orders then.
But that's fine for now. Whatever she was ordered to pilot, she would pilot. So we can say it's the Hunchback. All right. Where do I look up this movement chart? How fast I go?
It's the bracket underneath attributes, or the block, I should say, underneath attributes.
Yeah, I've moved all my blocks around. I don't have like a stock sheet anymore. So
Of course. Originally, it was underneath the attributes.
Well, I have a strength of 5 and a reflex of 7.
So that's 12. And let's see here.
That's higher than mine.
Yeah, I just
so.
don't know how the movement works. There's a movement.
Oh, wait, maybe I do. Walk, sprint,
Yes.
46.
Okay, so you get slightly past.
Okay,
You're a little bit faster than me.
I'm trying to make it into this bay.
You will be in the bay, but next turn you can run over to your hunchback and get started warming it up.
Okay, I run into the bay and I take cover behind something while I catch my breath.
Sure. I mean, you know, you're at the top level of the mech bay. There's plenty of armor plates lying around.
Okay, yeah.
Gantries, things to take you up and down.
Yeah.
You're not currently visible to anything, but this elemental pack could come around the corner at any second.
Right. That's why I've concealed myself, prepared to make my final sprint.
Bandito. You can see everything that's going on from your raised position.
Yeah.
There are 3 dead people in this command center right now. There are alarms going off.
Can I get to the defense systems from the command center?
Yes. So the defense systems are on and active. They automatically turned on the alarm when they detected hostile presences. But it's having trouble targeting, so they don't aim down inside the base very well. And they're having trouble tracking the elementals. But their transports, these helicopters and VTOLs, are not showing up on radar. So they're being completely ignored by the defense turrets. What do you want to do?
I feel like it doesn't matter if I go after the transports unless the transports are shooting at us. I'm guessing there's not necessarily a way I can get the turrets to attack inwards in the base.
No, they will. They're just, like I said, they're having trouble targeting man-sized objects within the base. This is not what they were designed to do.
Is it possible that I can set
they're
hostile
turrets,
targets?
not anti-infantry turrets.
You can, or you could try to take control of a turret directly if you'd like.
I feel like that's a bad idea. What is our turrets? Are they just like large laser
They are
turrets?
a large laser.
How many lasers?
There are 20 located around the base.
What would be the skill, like gunnery ground vehicle?
I mean, it would be gunnery. It would be mech gunnery because you're just
okay.
I mean, that'd be much better. Okay. I'm guessing I can only take control one at a time.
That's correct. Directly, or you could try to override whatever problems they're having. You know, quickly filter
Mark targets.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll do that.
Which one?
I'll mark override and mark targets.
What is the target then? There's several groups of targets.
Elemental packs.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna throw a +2 difficulty on this because you're marking 10 different targets.
Kill the commander. Make him your only target.
Oh wait, do I know which one the commander is?
Yeah, almost certainly. I mean, he's about,
hell yeah, make him a target.
Yeah.
He's a 1.5
Kill
feet
that
taller than
bastard.
all of the elementals, and he's also got 5 stars on his elemental.
Screw
sorry,
that
he's
guy
got-
specifically.
He's got 4 stars. My apology on his elemental
Fuck
armor.
you in particular.
Okay, go ahead and make a probably like an
You
electronic.
might be a galaxy
security
commander, but I have 20 large lasers.
roll. Might be computers. Let me look up the skill list.
I think it's computers, electronics.
Yeah,
Man,
I
I'm
would
not-
computers, electronics. I would say difficulty 12.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to take this douche alive.
Computers
but,
conventional. That's what it is.
I
12.
don't.
Well,
I wanted to fry his
but it's
ass.
fine.
I got +3. I want to dump 2 edges to give it +4, so it's +7.
okay,
I'm going to dump an edge into that as well if I can.
sure.
Okay.
No, it's +9.
+9. Nope. So 15.
Okay. 2 large laser turrets begin firing at the elemental. Both of them hit and damage his armor heavily. I mean, we're talking there's only very small bits remaining, and if he isn't missing like 4 kilos of muscle and flesh, then he's been extremely lucky.
All right, so I'm going to now go duck and cover.
So you're just like pew 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 and lasers all attack here, and then like you notice people looking up at your position, and you're just like, okay, getting underneath the desk.
Time to go.
Okay.
I have done my deed. Goodbye.
You're the Cathis Drow of this.
Yeah.
100%. Clan warriors are acting well. Let me tell you a tale, Bandito, about how your position is suddenly covered in a wave of gunfire, but also 2 grenades are being tossed in up, so they're being chucked up to the 3rd story of the building through the blasted out windows that you're in right now, landing in the room.
That's a hell of a toss.
Let's find out more. That is a hell of a result, sir. Oh my god, why does this keep happening?
I feel like that's they go in the window and Bandito just grabs them and throws them right back out.
No.
Nah.
Just like running along a panel windows. All
right, here's what happens, Bandito. The first grenade gets thrown up there, right? And it looks like it's gonna go perfectly, and a fucking crow, an actual physical crow, flies in the way of the grenade, and it just drops and hits the ground and explodes. The second grenade gets into the room that you're in, but
I feel like he just baseball cracks it with his assault rifle, and you hear baseball music playing.
Everything you're saying is wrong. I'm trying to make this not anime, and you guys are trying to make it anime. That's all I want to say.
I mean, this is the situation we're in.
Yeah.
This is not an anime. This isn't Berserk. This is Independence Day. Okay? I want to see an Independence Day movie or anime now. I would like that. Chaos Theory guy just being like, everything is chaos. Jeff Goldblum. That's an anime character.
Oh my god, Jeff Goldblum is
I was gonna say he's already an anime character.
The second grenade makes it into the room that you're in, but explodes harmlessly underneath a random table.
Oh, thank God.
Shrapnel goes flying everywhere. Electronics are not damaged. No people are hurt. But it would have hit you, but then it bounced off of something and rolled to a knocked over table. Because I rolled poor. That's where we're at. Everyone must now.
Covers an elemental in a stealth suit, and then the grenade kills the elemental in the stealth suit.
We're now in the second round. Everyone will need to roll 2d6 for initiative again. And get my boys out of the way. 7, 9, 3. Awesome. Nice job, Warriors. You've continued to suck all game.
I got 8.
I got 6. I'm about to die.
Somebody just got boxcars.
It was me.
6.
Of course it was Cotton.
Rabbit got 12. Molly?
It's just my turn.
I need to have you roll 2d6.
Oh, sorry.
Initiative.
Burp, 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 burp.
Also boxcars.
How's 12 sounds for you?
Okay, what are both your reflexes?
7.
Molly goes first.
Okay.
I didn't even have to know her. I know
The
that's
order
her.
is Molly, Black Rabbit, Elementals 2, Harridan, Elementals 1, Bandito, Claim Warriors. Molly, let's talk about you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go get in this here with our mech.
Okay. You start turning your mech on. It will
Is there any kind of secure base channel I can get on? That I'm not just on an intercom talking to everyone?
Bandito,
Is there like an emergency channel or?
Bandito didn't mention that there might be traitors among you, so you believe that such a channel does exist. Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I get on there and I'm like, attention all personnel, secure vehicle bay 1, arm and equip yourself with anti-armor, whatever anti-armor weaponry available. The incursion force is small. Muster and organize resistance. That's it. And I start flipping switches in this hunchback.
Okay. Let's see here. It takes 20 turns to start a mech.
Good Lord.
Oh, so
Okay.
that was like not really a good option at all.
I never said that it was.
Can I just
Actually,
get
you did.
I mean, I said that being inside... No. Let's be clear here. Being inside a mech makes you way less shootable.
what if I don't want it to move? I just want weapons
you're
and
talking
torso
about,
rotation up.
you have to turn a fusion engine on and then go through safety checks.
All right, well, this is useless.
So what you're telling me is not nearly as fast as it is in Mechwarrior Online.
I mean, in Mechwarrior Online, your mechs are already mostly hot ready, right? You literally are walking onto the battlefield.
Fair.
I'm sorry that Mechwarrior Online does not accurately reflect actual... I will let you make a roll, Ronan, to override safety checks and speed up this process. So let me tell you, or let me ask, I should say, how much safety process are you willing to skip? Right? Do you check your weapons? Do you hot load your fusion engine? Do you run through safety procedures, or are you skipping everything to get this thing going as fast as possible?
Do I know what its last operational status was?
A pile of garbage.
Because it was just repaired.
Yes, it was.
I can assume that upon being fully repaired, it was given some sort of diagnostic checkoff.
The tag is there too. It's got little red tags everywhere that are like clear,
right?
clear.
Like they fully repaired it and then they fully fired it up.
You in fact have to pull one of those tags in order to flip the ignition sequence on.
I'm gonna ignore every safety procedure that will not result in damage.
Thermonuclear explosion.
Right. As long as it's not going to damage the mech, I'm going to ignore it. Does that make sense?
I'll make a bargain with you. I will allow you to lower this to 8 rounds if you make a technician, general technician mech roll.
There's no general technician, is there?
Just like a technician.
Just whatever my best one is. It's just a +1.
Okay.
It's +1, and I will preemptively add. Do I know how hard this is going to be?
10.
Okay, I'm going to
It's
use
not like
all
it's
of
impossible. It's just
I'm going to use all of
unwise.
my edge to give myself a +8.
Wow. Okay. Well, as long as you don't roll double ones.
All right, I do it.
Yeah. You hot start your mech. In 8 rounds, it will be good to go, fully functional. As the rounds go on, I will tell you how functional your mech is. Certain things will start up before other things.
I want to bring up weapons and targeting first. That's my priority. I don't know what order it has to come in, but those things are my priority.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Weapons to targeting. I've written it down.
Of course, that includes like the movement required to target, right? You know what I mean? Like whether it be torso twisting or arm actuators or whatever. I want to be able to aim and shoot. That's priority.
Yeah. That's most of what a mech does, yes. So
right. I'm less concerned about balance and walking and gyros and all that because I plan to just be a turret in the early stages, right?
Sure. Molly, this ends your turn. Black Rabbit. What'd you
I
like
guess
to do?
I'll just keep going to the mech bay.
Okay.
I don't want to enter it until after
Where did these...
it does.
Oh, Cauldron Run. You want to wait until what?
Till Sid goes in.
Oh, so you're...
She doesn't want to go in alone.
It's just like going to the bathroom with a thunderstorm. I don't want to go alone. Okay? What if the power goes out? I want to go with you, all right?
It's not.
I'm saying this, but I want to remind you that I grew up in an age before cell phones. So actually, if power went out on the way to the bathroom, you might actually conceivably be stuck in your school and not be able to find your way
before
back.
cell phones, in that school, my mom used to keep a candle in the bathroom just in case the power went out.
I mean, I would still do that now. Instead, I keep several high-power flashlights located around my house.
I knew you would be a flashlight nerd.
Of course. Look, I get the kind of flashlights where the side of it are like 8 times the power of the sun.
Yeah, it's like, do not look directly at this flashlight.
I used to have a flashlight that was a puppy, so when you opened its mouth, it made a little barking noise.
I have to tell you, Brad,
That makes me so happy.
I'm sure that you can appreciate this. At the times that you want a flashlight to work, you want 8 times the power of the sun.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I want it to be fucking daytime.
There's never an opportunity where I'm like, oh, this flashlight. I'm good with like a little LED flashlight right here.
No, I want that shit to be like, okay, now I need sunglasses.
Yeah, I've never been like, man, I wish I couldn't see what I was doing this good. I wish it was a little bit darker. No, that's never occurred to me.
All right, Molly, you're in for some deep shit. As Ronin is the target of the Elemental's next jump / SRM attack.
Yeah.
They're going to spray SRMs all over your cockpit. This is the last load.
Well, this is them trying to hit a specific part, right? Like, that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, but that's a pretty good roll.
Okay.
They got it.
What's their cluster rating?
9, so that's pretty good.
I don't remember where it is. I think it's like
Look,
we don't have the thing. With
here's
us.
the thing, Molly.
Only like the first whatever hit the cockpit, though, right? Like, not all of them hit in the same spot.
They're exploding all around the cockpit. You are being shaken. The cockpit's exterior view is damaged. Like, there's a hole in it. We're back to McGurk lighting his cigar in a river on the flaming cockpit level of...
Okay.
This thing is a smoking hole. In the process, you take 2 points of bod damage.
Okay.
You now have a -1
Bring
to...
up one of the arms.
Sorry, what is... Before I say you have a -1, what's your bod score?
Health, it'd be 2 points of health.
Yeah, 2 points of health, which you have 2 points of health for every bod you have.
Okay.
So you're at 8 of 10 now.
Got it.
You have not taken a -1 yet, but you are injured. Sprays of glass. You've been shaken around.
Can they see me in this mech, or have I gotten to the point where they can detect that it's turning on yet?
They can 100% detect it's turning on. They're just not stopping. They're continuing to move, and they're gonna keep spraying laser and machine gun fire at random people, which was not super effective. I mean, they kill some people, but it's not a lot. Next up, I believe it's Harridan. You're gonna run, Harridan?
Full on sprint mode.
All right, you and Black Rabbit travel together. You get the feeling that Black Rabbit maybe could have passed you at some point, but she like hops and skips, like checks her shoelace for a moment, and then you keep going. She falls behind a little bit.
She's standing there at the door waiting for me to open it, like checking her shoe.
Wow, that was so incredibly loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have tripped.
So Harridan, you make it all the way into the mech bay. Black Rabbit is still on the skyway behind you. You don't have enough movement to make it to your Timberwolf. Just have enough to get in there. As you can see that clan warriors or techs, whoever are wielding these SMGs are about to run around the corner. You can see the barrels of their weapons in slow motion.
I don't care. If I don't get to the mech, I'm dead.
Next up is Elemental Pack 1. That is the Galaxy Commander. He's feeling pretty toasty right now. He was just shot with 2 large lasers.
I think that would generally kill one.
In general, it would, but he's a fucking super elemental. You don't become a Galaxy Commander by being a bitch.
He has plot armor.
He doesn't have plot armor. He's literally one of the finest elementals that has ever been decanted from the Iron Womb.
Yeah, plot armor. At the end of the day, he's still an elemental. How much health does an elemental have?
They have a bod score of like 8 to 9.
Okay, and how much damage does a large laser do?
Not that much.
8 each.
8 each?
These guys cut through the gate control and make their way inside. Let's see how effective this maneuver is. Watch me double ones this again. No, we're good. Yeah, they're inside the gate control, and they lock the gates open by just killing everyone inside. So the first thing that happens is they cut through the door with their lasers. The elemental who had kicked the door open previously kicks it again, and this time it goes sailing past. The two guys who are trying to hold it back are physically flattened into human pancakes against the far wall. 5 elementals come pouring in, one arm spitting hot laser death, the other spraying machine gun fire in every direction. And that's when the Galaxy Commander lets loose in an enclosed space his 2 SRMs and just fucking locks that gate control down by exploding everything.
I feel like he'd take damage from Splash, but
I feel like you would take damage from Splash.
Wow, that's a hell of an SRM.
More like a thermonuclear missile.
Yeah.
We have dropship landing zones. Do we have a dropship here?
You do not.
Okay.
Your dropship is still under the sea.
Okay. Just thought I'd check.
Bandito. Your
Is
large lasers are all reporting that your target has disappeared from the sensors. They aren't capable of tracking an elemental inside of a building. You could set all of the lasers to fire on your own gate control and try to collapse the building on top of him.
Do it.
I don't know if that's wise.
Do it.
Is there any vehicles or mechs coming towards the area?
You mean
Like,
outside
now
of
that
the
gate
base?
is open. Yes.
I mean, we still have our seismic sensors and all
that. No, you aren't detecting any other movement.
Do it.
I would have to set all the
That son of a bitch.
I would set all the lasers to shoot at the gate control. I can't just do half.
This is a role-playing game, Pondo. I want you to imagine in your mind that anything is possible. You tell me what you want to accomplish, and I will tell you how you fail at it. I was really hoping to get Rad on that one, but he's just...
Nope.
Just stone cold.
No.
It's already locked the system to open. Screw it. I'll just have the turrets open fire on the gate control.
Okay, make your roll.
Fucking delete
You only need to hit
everything that exists.
a 7. You're shooting at a building?
With large lasers.
Yes, you are. I'm respecting that you're hitting it
Does
with
anybody want to
like 140 damage.
load into this?
You're trying to hit a 7.
Yeah, I have a 3, so
You have a +3.
yeah,
So all you have to do is roll higher than a 4 on the dice.
pretty much.
You can do it.
I've gotten 2 double ones so far, so
Actually, yeah. I'm going to burn a point of edge to give you an additional +2.
okay.
Okay.
Well,
It's not necessary, apparently.
Look,
no, it's added effect is what
as you all watch, the turrets turn and then flash of green. It's literally like Order 66 in here.
I was gonna say it's like all those AT-ATs shooting at Luke Skywalker.
It's the whole building is being like, you could see techs in the mech bay that are like pulling themselves off the rigging of repairing, and they're just like, there's gotta be a traitor in the control room, they're blowing up one of our old buildings, somebody get down there. And then like a clan elemental shoots a blast at him and he's like, oh, and everyone's like, charge the command room.
There are a couple of clanners that are working for us that are like, they're getting ready to like betray us, and then they watch the Galaxy Commander run in there, and then the whole building just get lit up, and they're like, nope, never mind, still good, still go Crows Black.
Oh, look this Bond thing. Where did this come from?
Yeah.
You don't have any direct sight on the Galaxy Commander, but the building melts underneath. The support beams are physically warping until the building
Laser fire is hot enough to melt steel beams. Is
You
that what you're
definitely,
telling me?
yes, I am saying that laser fire is more than warm enough.
So it definitely was an inside job.
Let me ask you a question. Is there overkill here? Like, you've already destroyed a building worth several million C, and probably your boss is going to be. And I
This is a
don't.
Galaxy Commander. Your boss is not mad.
I feel
I'm
like
talking about your boss's boss. Okay, your supervisor's boss.
I'll deal with the boss's boss.
I feel like Bandito doesn't really care, considering this is the asshole that caused this whole mess.
Okay, you're gonna keep firing.
But yeah, fuck
Fire,
this guy.
yeah, fucking all of them. Fire all of them.
If it just takes care of a pack of elementals, fuck it.
I didn't need
Fire
those elementals
all of
anyway.
them.
Didn't need
Fire
that
all of them,
boss.
dude.
Didn't need that bad guy. Just
Turn him into a red.
No, I didn't need that boss or bad guy.
Arthur's like, I had plans. Had plans.
all right. Let me get out my.
Well, you know, he didn't get a chance to kill Kenneth Cross, so
Sure, yeah.
I mean, Kenneth Cross definitely died 100% in universe canon. How many of these guys shoot at Murder 6? 5 shooters open fire on the obvious mech warrior running for his mech.
okay. I'm going to burn my last point of edge to give them a -2 to their roll.
I'm doing 5 different rolls, Sid.
Well, that's a bunch of shit.
I'm sorry that that's a bunch of shit, Arthur. I can't believe you're not packaging
I'll
them
put
all
it
up
next
in
to
a.
get a second person a -2.
Yeah. So the first two have
God.
-2. There you go.
All right, great. Let me figure out what they're shooting at first before they all get way over the line here. They are shooting short range, no bonus. You're in moderate cover for a -2. Attacker walked for a -1 again, so now he's at a -3.
I was in full-on sprint. If that gives.
yes, it does. That's why I'm looking up. Target moved 45 or more meters. -1 again, so -4. They now have a -1 to this roll, plus -2, so they have a -3 to this roll. They need to hit a 7, which means they need to hit 10 on 2d6. No. Number 2 shooter. No. Next ones need to hit. They don't have the -2, so it'll be 8. No. Yes.
Shit.
What is your armor rating?
Shit. I honestly couldn't tell you.
What type of armor do you have?
I'm not sure which would be better, the sneak suit or the cooling vest.
You're getting in a mix, so I'm just gonna assume. I
Cooling
apologize.
vest.
I'm gonna assume you were in your cooling vest, and that you. Let me ask you a question. All right, I'm okay with this. I just want to establish it. Do you often wear your sneak suit to dinner?
Yes.
Is your military grade ECM defeating camouflage? Okay, you do. Okay.
I would.
Then you're not wearing your cooling vest, and your mech is going to be very toasty when you.
That's fine.
You're like, that's fine. I'd rather burn to death than get shot to death. It's fine.
Yeah. So there's M, B, E, and X. Which number am I? Which one of those am I?
B,
looking for?
ballistic.
B, ballistic. It's actually the same for both, which is 2.
All right, you're just 100% penetrates that. You're taking 3 points of damage.
Ow.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Don't.
It's not great.
What's your bod score?
That's twice my body, right? So
Yes.
that would take me from 8 to 5.
Okay, so not enough to trigger a -1 yet. Yeah, you take a few ricochet shots. Some, there's lots of small metal moving in direction. This is only the 4 shooter. Number 5 also misses.
Good.
The other 5 guys begin spraying down technicians using their SMGs.
I don't even care about them. The Galaxy Commander's here. I want to make sure he's dead. That's all I care about right now.
In the background, Bandito, you notice coming from the Countess's estate, away from the dropship landing zones, from the what would be southeast from here. It's not actually southeast, right? Because this is not, the map's not oriented correctly. But from this direction, all of the guys that you've hired to join you as part of the attack force, these 400 men, are like coming out of the bivouac tents that they've set up. They see elementals. These guys have been fighting elementals for 2 weeks in a factory. These guys are coming out, and you see them like stuffing rags in alcohol bottles. They know how to take elementals down, and they're just charging through open space, running at high speed, just like elementals. They will arrive in 5 turns.
Can I? Well, no, I can't speed up. Never mind. Say, can I speed up that process? But you know what? It's fine.
No, you cannot make men running across the field run faster.
You just be on the intercom, be like, run faster!
Give the gatehouse another round of large lasers just to make sure. We don't want.
I'll devote half of them. How about that?
We don't want the Galaxy Commander sneaking away.
I mean, why half? What are you going to do with the other half?
Shoot at maybe the other pencils.
Fire the people that are still trying to kill us, maybe.
Yeah.
I need an initiative roll.
Oh boy. Fucking.
I rolled a 3.
I got a 4 again.
7.
Well, that means I'm probably going to die then.
Got a 9. I mean 8, not 9.
Black Rabbit, what is your reflex?
8, 4.
Well, at this point, either the Galaxy Commander or the Elementals are in the gatehouse are dead, or next round, I'm going to be dead.
I mean, this round I'm probably going to be dead.
So, Molly, the first system that comes online is your mech security system, asking, to confirm your neural connection, asking for your password. But there's no screen to type on because it's been shot out. So you like type it, you hit enter, and it's just like, warning, password incorrect. you type it like 3 more times. Your hands are shaking with adrenaline and the fact that you were just, there's an explosion.
This is why
in your
I told
face.
you to enable multi-factor authentication.
Open by app.
You fucking pull out your cell phone and wave it in front of your
I keep
screen.
pressing my thumb on the thumb pad, and it's like, nope, enter in your PIN. Too many attempts. But goddamn it!
You're gonna need to sign in with the Authy app.
Yeah.
Call OnStar.
Would you like us to
We
text
sent
you
the
or email you
to
authorization
your
code?
recovery email address.
So I'm gonna offer you some additional actions, Rodin.
Sure.
There's not a lot to do during this process. You flip
Yeah.
the levers, everything's starting up.
Mhm.
If you would like to try to shoot out of your cockpit at the elementals passing by, physically lean out with a gun and shoot at them, you can attempt to do so.
I don't think so. I don't think I can do any damage to them.
That
Basically,
would be a
Just
pretty
call
reasonable
attention to
assumption.
yourself too.
Based on what you were telling me, that I basically can't hurt them, and I'm not trying to get them to shoot at me again with an open cockpit. So I think I'm just
Okay.
going to sit tight.
All right. Black Rabbit, you are actually going before the Clan Warriors. You could make it to your cockpit and turn your mech on.
I want to stealth.
Very well. Make the roll.
Okay. I have a +5.
All right.
But do I get a hint of what I'll need, or?
Unit 7. This is a wild, chaotic. You got plenty of cover. There's no difficulty in this. Wow. Wow.
Can I spend an extra roll?
I mean, you can and almost certainly should.
I got a 7 and
Yeah.
an 11.
7 plus 5,
Oh,
right?
the 12.
12.
The 12.
Yeah. You'll be able to move unnoticed.
I want to sneak over to my mech.
Okay. Because you're moving slower, because you're sneaking, you don't have time to turn your mech on.
I just want to be not
You
seen.
you crawl along the ground,
Just
you
wanna be
combat roll.
Shot at. Yeah.
Not shot at is my objective.
You do the Metal Gear Solid, you like push yourself up against a panel and like look over it, and then pull back down, and then when the enemy's gone away, you dash over to the next panel. It's a very exciting 5 seconds. Next up is the Clan Warriors, who will continue to... Did you get in your mech, Carradine? I feel like you didn't, right? You're standing out in the open.
You told me I didn't have enough.
That's right. Well, they're going before you. So they're going to shoot you again.
That's why I said I'm probably dead right here.
It's possible. Only 2 of them are shooting at you this round. Their random uncontrolled bursts are savage. Yeah. All right.
So, yeah, I'm guessing the same numbers apply.
No, they don't, because these guys aren't moving anymore, and neither are you. So they have a 0. You didn't give them the -2. You're not running. They're not running because they're just standing in the open, going da 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 da. You have cover for a -2. Still not enough to hit, unfortunately.
You mean unfortunately?
I mean exactly
I
that.
consider that very fortunate. Thank you.
Okay.
Man, you guys need a Butch McGurk over there in Mech Bay 1.
No shit.
You do, however, get shot by number 2. So now you have a -1. You are lightly wounded.
That's another 3, right?
Yes, a bullet goes right through your calf.
I should be heavily wounded because that's 6 out of 8.
Well, then you were in some instead of your calf, it goes through your thigh. The guy is just spraying bullets all over the place. One of them penetrates the panel next to you and almost does not fully penetrate through your thigh. Like, you can see where the bullet goes through and like hit the wall and bounced off very weakly. It is intense, incredible pain. Next up is
That's awesome.
Elemental packs. Over the communications, Bandito, you hear someone going, "I'm still here."
Oh, really?
A huge piece of
use all the lasers.
a
I
huge
did use all the lasers.
huge piece of Ferrocrete gets pushed off by this mammoth man. There's like a boot, a control glove. He's got like a Nintendo Power Glove. 90% of his armor is missing. The headset is all that's left. His SRM packs are gone. He's wearing like shorts and a spandex shirt and just stumbling around in the wreckage covered in blood. He's like, "All personnel, end mission 25 seconds early. Retreat to evac."
Please finish him off.
You can see that whatever, like, there's black liquid coming out of the remains of his suit. There's hard gel trying to make a new elemental suit over him. He's getting combat drug injections. He's probably like super doped up right now and just stumbling out, but he's the only survivor of this attack, and he spends his whole round just standing up and trying to command. Other elemental group jumps over to vehicle. Oh no, sorry, they were just ordered to retreat. They actually, so Ronan, you're like, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to lean out of my cockpit. I'm not going to see those guys anymore. And then they like moonwalk backwards past you. They see your open cockpit and that you are starting to charge up your mech, and they begin firing their
Oh my god.
machine guns. You are in full cover. You're 76
How
to
is
100%.
this more dangerous to be in a mech in this than it is in standard combat? That makes no sense.
Calm down.
Yeah, I should have just sat in the chow hall finishing my meal. Would have been much better off.
If wishes were fishes, we would all eat chow.
Or as Jane Cobb always said, if wishes were horses, we'd all be eating steak.
I recall him saying that.
Yeah.
I recall him going to his bunk a lot. Okay,
No, he did say that.
so
That was the thing.
they are jumping. They have a -3. You have full cover. which gives them -4. They have a total of -7. Their gun has a range of 45, so they're within short range.
Ronan, I would.
They have a 5 to shoot, so they have a -2.
Give them an additional -2.
I need a.
I don't have any more edge.
It says you have 5 on your sheet.
Oh yeah, I upped it last time.
You did.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, yeah, I give him a minus.
How many points of edge do you want to put towards this?
I only have one more, so
Okay.
minus
Then
2.
They needed
So
a
minus
9.
4.
Now they need 11, which they do not get.
That's not.
That's just the first guy, though.
I thought they fire as a group.
Yeah.
I mean, I was firing the SRM packs as a group, but
Oh, okay.
no.
I mean, I thought that's how.
Fucking son of a bitch! Are you kidding me?
Always shot.
Here's what happens, Ronan. As you're watching, all the elementals are jumping past, and they notice that you're alive in your cockpit. And all of a sudden, all around this beautiful hunchback that has just fully been repaired, bullets are spraying everywhere. 1 or 2 make it into your cockpit and are like going around. One of your red safety tags gets ripped off of one of your joysticks as you're watching. You're just like, oh shit! There's a tech that's running towards you. He's like, don't worry, I'll disconnect the claw.
I feel like she left the rear hatch open and the SRM just passes straight through.
They don't have any SRMs left. Just the things. Their other arms, they fire lasers. They're trying to kill. I don't know why.
Well, they commit suicide.
You realize how many double ones I've rolled so far? Like, improbable.
Well, it's to make up for all those cockpit shots you got in the list.
It's to make up for all the plot armor that you guys get as the main characters. You're fucking kidding me right now?
Yeah, plot armor.
The 5 elementals.
That Galaxy Commander should be dead twice over, and he's still walking. And yeah, plot. You want to give?
He didn't even do anything this round. He just talked. He had to spend his whole round eating go juice. Okay,
Eating Cliff Bars and snorting coke.
Exactly.
That's his whole turn.
That is exactly what he spent his entire turn doing. These elementals go to fire their lasers at the techs, and one of them just like a fucking column of smoke comes out of it, and all the elementals turn and are just like, whoa, okay, that's not supposed to happen.
Error.
They spend their whole turn helping that guy fix the problem. Where were we? Elemental pack 2. Up is Bandito.
All right. Can I just return all the other lasers to their normal duties and just set for like maybe 3?
Sure.
All right, I want to set the 3 that I hadn't returned normal duties and target the Galaxy Commander.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on his comms, was like, "This is for Captain Crow, you son of a bitch," and press the fire button.
Aren't there like 20 lasers?
Yes.
Can't you put 3 on the Galaxy Commander and all 17 other ones on the other elemental pack?
That's what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
How many
Is
did
that
you
what he
make
meant
the
by
roll?
normal duty?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Make the roll.
All right.
I gotta tell you, as long as you don't roll double ones, hit the Galaxy Commander. It's the other. No, you know, it almost had a 1-on-1 of
10.
those dice. That's all I
Yeah,
have
it
to
was.
say.
It was really close. I saw it.
2 of the 5 elementals die.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. If the Galaxy Commander dies here, I don't care about the clan dropship.
Well, I guess you don't care about the clan dropship then. You know, I said earlier in the week it's Tropic Thunder, but then everyone fucking complains, so he gets platooned. He's on his knees. You hit him one last time in the chest, and you can see it's like a blackened, horrible skeleton that's slowly smoldering in both directions. As a human body is hit by an anti-vehicle large laser.
I hope you have cameras recording that.
I like how you're snarking even though you're bleeding out on the floor of the mech bay. You're like up on a gantry trying to pull yourself into your mech. You're just like, that's beautiful. Oh God. I think I need to slap something on this
beautiful
horrible bullet wound.
Get back in there, lower intestine.
Black Rabbit is crawling past you on the ground. It's just
Where'd my
that
spleen
looks
go?
really bad, sir. You should see a medic like me. And she keeps crawling past you.
All right, I'm immediately going to just, after returning the turrets to their normal duties, I'm just going to go into hiding. Way in the back if I can.
Okay, you run, deeper into the facility. People are running towards you, and they're just like, as soon as you get out the door, someone like has a gun on you, and they're like, "Oh, it's you, sir, Lieutenant, get down!" And like he puts his hand on his shoulder and uses you as a human shield. It's just like someone's at the command center shooting at our own guys.
No, that's all right. I took care of the traitor.
He's like, "Are you sure, sir? The turret was just shooting at the gate control building."
Yeah, no, I fixed it. It's now shooting at them.
Okay, all right, you keep going. I'll cover you. He like pats you on the shoulder, like, go, go, go. You could see more Crow's Black personnel are like surrounding you, Mr. President style, with like dinner knives. They're just like, we gotta watch out for those clanners. Harridan. Now to use factor. You're real fucked up, real bad.
Can I make it into my mech?
Yes, you can. You can even get the mech started.
Do I have the ability to take any actions?
Getting the mech started
Not
is
with the
action.
mech, but do I have the ability to take any personal actions?
Getting the mech started is a
Instead of starting the mech, I'm going to spin the round trying to keep myself from bleeding out.
See, that's a wise move. This cat
Like
is so
stim
curious.
patch, meta patch, and all the patches and everything.
Cat is so curious and rad.
It's like the nicotine patch right to the forehead.
All right, go ahead and make a medical test on yourself. You have a -2 because you're doing it on you.
Oh, that's fine because my let's see, get a +1 to Metatech rolls from my medical kit. Basic field kit gives me another +1, and then Meta patch gives me another +1. So
You don't.
I have a total of
I don't think you stack those. I think you take the best of them.
it is stackable.
Stackable.
It is stackable.
I will believe you, and then Grimdark James will give me the truth if he can get through the intros, which I don't think he will. I wouldn't get through the intros this week.
Well, I mean, half of this episode is just going to be intros, and the other part is going to be the actual show.
Oh wait, no. Meta patch specifically says no stack, so
All right.
I can
+2.
I can remove. I have a +1 to medtech rolls with my medical kit.
Yep.
And okay, that's it. So I'm basically at a -1 then.
Okay. You don't need to hit a 7, so
Do.
you can get 8 on the dice.
Let's see, and I have a plus. I'm -1, and then I have a +2 for my natural, so it's a grand total of a +1.
6 on the dice.
That's not enough, and I can't reroll.
That's unfortunate.
Edge as well.
You are so messed up from. Oh, did you include the penalty for being heavily wounded?
I did not.
All right, yeah, you're so messed up from being shot.
I failed.
Yeah,
anyways.
your hand is shaking, like you're trying to wrap a bandage around your thigh, and you're just like, oh god. You're bleeding to death in your cockpit, and no one can see you or help you.
I saw him get shot before he called into it.
Yes, you did.
I
Yes, you
just
did.
want to clarify, otherwise that would change. If I didn't
No,
see
I understand that.
You did.
I understand.
I got
but
shot to shit.
You're in a mech, turning it on, I believe.
No, I am hiding
In a mech, yes.
in a mech.
Yes. He's also hiding in a mech, but he's also bleeding to death.
And he's known to be in there.
But I did stim patch myself, so there's no passing out this round.
Fuck you, elementals. Are you kidding me? That's like my 6th double ones tonight. Are these dice weighted? I feel like I need to get new dice. What the my god.
It's all right, AP. I want to roll double ones on this the initiative roll.
I'm glad that you think that's all right. Elemental pack.
Actually, I got 11.
It says I'm not technically bleeding out. I'm just not happy.
You're dying.
No, I'm not.
You have a.
I'm the D&D equivalent of having 3 HP left.
You have a coronary. You start having a heart attack from all of the stress of dealing with Bandito.
No, this suddenly elevated to stage 4 cancer.
Killed the Galaxy Commander. I feel calm.
I don't think you do. According to your character sheet, you kind of feel like a man who's been shot in the thigh.
According to the EKG,
he's been shot in the thigh, but he is, is content with dying now.
Who rolled that? Was it you, Pondo, that just rolled for initiative?
Yeah, I got 11 on my initiative roll.
Okay, well, fuck. What about the rest of you?
Oh, initiative.
Yeah, that.
Well, I got 3 on my initiative roll. Looks like my dice rolling is back.
I got a 6.
But at least I got into the cockpit, so I'm safe from small arms.
I also got a 3 on my.
What's your reflex, Harridan?
7.
Okay. Really? It was 7 reflex? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Black Rabbit has a 3. Molly?
Got it where it counts.
6.
So the order is Bandito, Molly, Harridan, Black Rabbit, Clan Warriors, Elemental Pack 2. Bandito, you are hiding in the command center, moving away from the open skylit area, being escorted by other personnel. What do you like to do? Where do you go?
So those large turrets are currently still...
They are open firing at anything they can identify as a target. The only thing they're set to fire on is the clan elementals.
That's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can I get to a position? Can I get to a position where I can see the 2 just warriors?
So those are 10 guys, but yeah. If you want to walk out the front door of the command center and just like lean out and shoot, in a WASD control system, this is you rapid tapping Q to just continuously go like, yeah.
I'm trying to look up the rules of suppressive fire, which I'm pretty sure
it's
would
pretty
be
wild. It's pretty wild.
I'm guessing there's still people around them.
No, they've done a pretty good job of killing everyone around them. You want to open with the suppressive fire burst?
I believe so. I'm going to look up real quick.
Okay, it's a -6 to the attack, plus your suppressive fire attacking. Oh, you're not attacking from suppressive fire. Okay, so it's a -6, minus the burst rating. Sorry, minus the recoil of the weapon. So what's your weapon's recoil?
Don't I add...
You'll add 1 for every bullet that you're firing. We'll get to that in a second. What's the recoil rating? Should be like 1 or 2.
It's 1.
Okay, so you have a -7. What's the burst rating on your gun? Suppressive fire fires 2 bursts.
It's 15.
Okay, so you're firing.
That's the maximum amount that I can shoot around. So
yes. If you want to fire as many bullets as you can add a +30 to this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I want to WAS and just unload a clip into him.
Okay. You will be out of ammunition immediately afterwards.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. Do you have spare reloads on your sheet?
Yes.
Really? I was shaking my head no, because I was certain that you didn't.
No, I do.
Okay. Through extreme force of firing, this may succeed. So you have a +23 to this roll. But let me double check, because when we've done this before, people have gotten very mad.
A minimum of 8.
So 8 + 23 would be 31.
Suppressive fire.
I believe it's typically the -6 minus the recoil, then plus the burst rate, which was 15. So it would be 8 + 8.
Which is 16.
Yeah.
So I think it's for every extra one you go, you deal another damage or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Vehicular damage, battle armor and weapons. None of this is correct. End phase. Tactical combat. Ranged attacks. That's probably under that one. 171. Special ranged attacks. Suppressive fire, page 174, which is the next page. Blah, 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 blah. How wide of an area are you doing? The number, so right now you're only firing a 1 meter wide burst, which is enough to catch one person, and there are 10 people.
I would at least like to get maybe 3
people?
3.
I think that's a safe number.
So,
well, I should say, I think that's a reasonable number.
Number of shots per meter. So, -6, -6 plus 3. No. 1 shot and up to 5. Oh, up to 5. Okay, so that's where you... I
also have a +4 for small arms as well.
All right. Well, you cap out at 5 for number of shots.
Okay.
+1 over a 3 meter space. Attack roll is made for each target within the affected space, as well as each target that attempts to pass through. Fires, blah, blah, blah. Other modifiers include recoil, range. Yes. -6 plus 5 shots. It's a -1 to this attack. Overall. Sorry, what did you say your...
So I got a roll of 8.
All right.
+4 for my skill.
Okay.
So that would leave you with
12
plus 3.
11. So you're going to suppress the fire as complex, blah, 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 blah. All right, so you will hit somebody for 1 bullet damage plus the second bullet damage for doing a +4 over.
Okay.
So you hit him with 2 attacks. This is enough to kill the first person that you shoot at. You need to make 2 more attacks.
Okay, so it's 4B is the...
Yes, and
damage.
8B is enough to overwhelm a regular clan warrior on foot.
Yeah, that would instantly kill me.
So you need to hit at least a 4 in order to hit damage somebody. And an 8 will...
well, that's 11 plus...
Yeah.
Yep, you get the second guy. Let's go for a third one.
That is double ones. My gun jams.
Do you want to edge roll that?
I don't have an edge.
Okay.
The only one that has edge right now may be Cotton.
You can have my last one if you want.
Sure.
Okay, you definitely want to reroll that. You know when your gun
to exploding.
Yeah, that's to say. All right, you lean out. You just hold the trigger down, firing a spraying burst, and eliminate 3 clan warriors from behind, catching them in their light armor.
And I go hide like a baby. You killed the Galaxy Commander. Your job is done.
I mean, I really feel like
you can relax.
Number 17 sentient targeting program. Definitely.
Turret number 17 is the real hero of this episode.
I would say so, honestly. That was literally just the beginning of the round.
Yeah, that video of the Galaxy Commander getting melted is about to get broadcast across the entire planet. So,
Harridan, you're up.
Piss them off more than we have.
You're bleeding to death in your cockpit.
I'm not bleeding to death.
You are definitely bleeding to death.
Not wounded enough to bleed to death.
You are bleeding to death in your cockpit.
I am not wounded enough to bleed to death.
I am the narrator. I feel like this is the conversation you're having out loud. You've injected yourself with combat drugs. You're trying desperately to tie a tourniquet around your thigh, and you just hear a voice in your head going, "You're bleeding to death." You're like, "I'm not bleeding to death." Yes, you are. I'm not going to argue with you, imaginary voice. Oh, God, it hurts so much.
I'm going to power up my mech.
Okay.
Because I'm not actually bleeding to death.
You give up on attempting to staunch the blood flow, and you just, with entirely bloody hands, you just power up sequence. Pull yourself into the chair.
Out of character, I'm not bleeding to death. I'm powering up my mech.
Sorry, it says right here that you to death.
It says right here that
I'm trying to make things dramatic, okay? And here you are, Black Rabbit, as someone who's not bleeding to death.
I would like to know how badly I think he got shot.
Pretty
How
badly.
fast can I power this thing up?
Do you want to try to go like Ronin and hotbox it and remove all the
Absolutely,
safeties?
yeah.
Sure.
8 turns.
Well, that's if he rolls real good.
Which, my rolls are typically not.
I don't want to fucking hear it from you, man. I got 6 double ones tonight. Don't
To make up for
don't
the
need an enemy, okay? don't even. I don't want to hear this nonsense.
So is it a technician roll?
Yeah. Take your best technician.
All right, so that's a +4.
Yep.
But I'm heavily injured.
Yep. I know.
What's that? Is that a -2?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a total of a +2.
Yep.
$13.
Okay. Yeah.
Nailed it.
In 10 rounds, you get this thing kicked off.
I know this mech already. 10 rounds.
10 rounds.
He had 8.
That's true, but you're heavily wounded.
Also, I think Rad rolled higher.
Rat did roll higher.
He spent like a crap ton of damage.
I think he got like a 15 or a 17.
He had a 15.
And I had a +9.
Yeah.
I just can't win. That's all there is to it. I just can't win.
You're in safety at the moment. Be glad for that.
I mean, you're bleeding to death, but
I'm
probably
not
no
bleeding
one
to
else.
death.
So I think he's bleeding to death. Is that what you were saying?
I mean, you saw him get shot once, so you didn't see him get shot in the thigh. You think he's probably unless he's a big
Because
baby.
he is fine.
If he somehow got shot in the thigh, he'd be in terrible shape, but you didn't see that, so it probably didn't happen.
Are you sure? Because I think I went after him.
Incredible amounts of pain.
That's
but
not
he
how
There's
doesn't
a
I
lot
die.
of blood. Okay. We're talking Kill Bill amount of
I didn't-
blood.
I don't know. Really? You think that Kill Bill had a lot of blood? I don't.
Kill Bill did have a lot of
I
blood.
mean,
kidding me?
maybe during Crazy 88, but they literally killed 88 people during that scene, so
yeah, that was a lot of blood.
I don't think so. But
Wow. Then I want to know what your definition of a lot of blood is. If you didn't.
well,
make
let me
those.
tell you something. The
And
human
they
body contains 5
Decapitated
liters of
Lucy
it.
Liu
So.
right afterwards. So
Quick question: did the turret shoot any more of the elementals?
They did. I mentioned
Oh, I'm sorry. How many more are dead?
it. No, actually, you're right. They didn't shoot anybody this time.
ooh,
Mm,
I want to put out over the loudspeaker. Your galaxy commander is dead. Surrender and become our bondsman, and you will not be harmed.
I want to communicate. Hey, sir, they're just going to suicide themselves here. I'm just going to let you know that.
So you're speaking, and you realize that you're pressing down the comms button on your mech, and it's just not your mech's not turned on yet. So you're shouting in an empty cockpit alone.
I mean, I was able to talk on comms when I was still running across the
Yeah,
plank.
You gonna use your personal
Look at that.
communicator?
yeah.
Okay. I don't know how they would hear that though.
I mean, loudspeakers.
What loudspeaker do you connect to from your cell phone?
I mean, the base communicator. We have the comms channel for the loudspeakers in
The
case
ones
there's
we
an
had before
invasion.
that betrayed us would hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking about it.
I mean, I can use my phone to speak on the intercom in my home, and this is like 1,000 years in the future. So
Well, it's
If I wanted, I could actually be speaking over the intercom of one of our clients
I would think that
45 miles away.
Guys,
and it will take
guys.
me 2 seconds to do.
I know that
Murder Six would
giant
be like, okay, base,
Don't do this.
broadcast.
I know that this being the 31st century has tricked you into thinking that there is a high technological barrier, but
It's
I
really
want to
just the
remind
super
you
shitty future.
that missiles can only the longest range missiles in the game can only travel 1 kilometer.
And yet they have communication systems that can traverse star systems.
I will
instantly.
allow you to make a computer's roll. No, a negotiation roll.
Negotiation.
I'll allow this to happen. I'll allow it to happen.
All right. Negotiation is a +4, so
And you have a -1 because you're doing this while you're powering up a mech, on top of the -2 that you have for.
So I'm at a +1.
Yes, you need to beat a 13.
Well, that's 5. So
okay,
close.
Not
really
even
close.
Not even remotely close.
Almost there.
You're like, surrender and become bondsmen, and they're just like, eat shit, Freeborn scum. There's
Then die like your galaxy commander.
Where were we?
There's still me outside of my mech, not safe at all.
Black Rabbit.
Did we ever decide if I saw him got shot in the thigh or not?
No, you did not see.
I do not believe you saw him get shot in the thigh.
And
Definitely.
we heard them announce the retreat, right?
Well, yes. You heard the Galaxy Commander announce a retreat.
Stay
Wait,
here.
the Galaxy Commander could use that setup, but you wouldn't let me.
He is wearing a highly advanced technological suit.
Which you said that he was that suit basically got blasted off of him.
But I mentioned that the headset stayed intact. Specifically so that he could do cool monologuing.
My soul hurts.
It should hurt.
Sid, just be glad he's dead. All right.
Yeah,
I want to tell you
I'll take
something.
that.
At the beginning of all week, you guys have been like, we're all going to die. We can't hurt these elementals at all. We're all going to be horribly fucked. And I was like, there was way more than you can do than engage these elementals in personal combat. And then you get there, and Parno's just like, I want to easy mode this fight, guys. Bloop, 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 bloop. And now all we can complain about is, has Sid been shot or not? It's not even, oh god, we're all dying because we've been shot by elementals. Sid wasn't even shot by an elemental. He was shot by a guy with a shitty SMG. That's what he's dying to. That's what he's dying to. You could be in so much a worse position. You spent all week preparing for me to kill you. And now, this is what we're arguing about, whether he's been shot in the thigh.
I think I've been the one the most danger, to be honest.
You have been, absolutely. Well,
Black Rabbit.
Well,
Did you say you want to keep hiding in your cockpit?
I had 2 or 3 grenades thrown at me, plus elementals tried to shoot at me or something.
Black Rabbit.
Okay, yeah. You got me.
Let's circle back around. You're hiding in your cockpit? Is that what you said you were going to do?
Yeah, and then I said I was going to get on my personal comms.
All right, you get on your personal comms.
Say, Bandito, Ronan, are you guys still there?
You just hear just Bandito reloading in the background. Yeah, I'm working on the Goonies right in front of you. Yeah, the Galaxy Commander, all those guys are dead. Just the Goonies. If you guys could help, that'd be great.
That's way more than 5. Ronan, do you answer?
Well, without the pauses, he's okay.
Muted.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. Black Rabbit is calling me and saying what?
Are you there?
I am here.
Are you alive?
Yeah, I am alive. I'm trying to start this pile of shit as fast as I can.
And after that, I just stay hidden because they said they were retreating.
Yeah, I just tell her, I'm like, stay put. Wherever you are. Don't move.
Unless you're in the open, then absolutely move.
Move a lot in a serpentine fashion.
Serpentine.
No, I feel like I could definitely tell in the manner in which she's speaking through the comms that she's like hidden, right? She's like, "Are you okay? Is everything all right?"
She's trying to stay quiet.
Pretty much, though.
I'm like, all right, well, Black Rabbit is hiding inside of a fucking solid snake box, apparently. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Else too, so she's probably like super quiet.
Yeah.
Whispering in the life support sealed mech.
So I need you to
It's
make
5 seconds, so we can't have like a conversation. So that I guess that's it.
I need you to make 2 more attack rolls. Versus guys running through pressing air. Fire. Hit 4. Sorry, you need to hit 5 to run right.
Well, I got 7 for the first one.
Okay, another guy dead. Yep, they're both dead.
7 again for the second one.
All right, so these guys showed up with 20 dudes, including 10 of the state-of-the-art battle suits, and 5 of them managed to begin evacing from the area.
They were dropped by helicopter, right?
Yes, they're getting back on the helicopters right now.
Oh, the helicopter's still there?
Yes, the helicopters have been hanging in the air the whole time.
Destroy the helicopter.
I mentioned several times that they were there, and Bandito was like, I'm not going to shoot at those. I want to shoot at the Galaxy Commander.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to fix that.
That was the smart choice.
Well,
yeah.
great. If you're going to spend the round doing that, you need to spend 2 whole rounds running back. You're like, fuck shooting those guys. I'm going to go run back through the building and go back to the turret room. You went down to the first floor and shot out of it. Do you remember that part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back and destroy the helicopters.
I will allow you to make 1 roll. Try to destroy the helicopters.
Sure. Same thing I've been rolling, +3.
1 roll with 20 large lasers.
Half of them are not going to be able to hit because these things are flying, they're ducking, they're getting out of range. The thing is built on the side of the mountain, and they're diving down the side of the mountain. Total
3, 5, 8. Got 8.
You hit 1 of the 2 transports.
That's
the one
fine.
containing the retreating warrior. What was once a proud battle force has retreated. In its wake, you guys are left with dozens of wounded and dead. Bubba's smoking ashes have blown away in the wind.
I'm going to grab that fucking rifle, by the way.
As soon as the people left this mech bay, I would have ran out of my mech and into Harridan's mech to see if he's okay.
Harridan has locked the inside of his mech.
No,
I guess I knock on it.
Well, I was trying to get my
all
mech
over the
powered
place.
up.
And then we switched to Harridan, like blowing Bubba dust off of this giant gun.
Like not even in the mech anymore, but the mech is locked. Yeah. Just magically he's back on the other side of the base. My precious.
No. You have to close the back end of the mech to start powering it up. So, Lieutenant Gray, I have to tell you, you run back to the turret control and you direct the turrets to fire at the dropship, but they've still been firing this whole time, even though you don't see any elemental targets. And that's when you notice all of the turrets that are on the south side are firing into Vehicle Bay 1.
What the shit?
Well, you set them to shoot at elementals, and there are a whole bunch of elemental suits sitting out in the open there.
Those are not powered.
They are not that smart of a turret. They see a silhouette of a fucking elemental suit, and they start firing.
Can I stop it before it destroys too many?
I mean, it's a little late. They had 2 rounds to shoot at them.
It's always something.
So let's break this down piece by piece. Harridan, let's
like,
start with you.
I feel like I need to rules lawyer that shit.
The outside of your cockpit, you hear a banging noise. Black Rabbit's like, "Are you okay?" She could see that there's a trail of blood coming.
I slap the shutdown, and I open the hatch, and I'm like, I'm not doing so well.
Would you like some band-aids?
That would be very nice.
You're gonna put a band-aid on him? The band-aid isn't nearly large enough to cover the bullet wound. Let's go ahead and make another medical roll, shall we?
I have the med kit and stim. I don't know which one's better.
Well, you have a +2 to this.
Okay.
I can aid.
Can you? Wow, that actually.
I'm not dying.
I don't know. According to the GM, I believe you are. Let's roll back that beautiful beat footage. All right.
Oh, my med tech's actually better than my surgery. I thought it was worse.
I know I'm taking some very easy shots here. Yes, you can aid your own. Just give him a bottle of What is he, Dr. House?
It's med tech, right?
Sure.
Med tech general?
Yeah, it's med tech general.
Okay. I have a +7.
Okay.
So I have a +9.
Sure. Basically can only fail this on double ones.
I got a 5. So
All right, you
14.
strap some, bandages around his leg. You can see where he failed to put them on before, and you give him a little stim juice, and suddenly Harridan is like, "Whoa!
You're
I
really
could
bad.
I
taste
mean, I
storage.
did give myself a stim pack.
Oh, don't worry. You just got another one.
Right on. I'm in Vicodin land.
You're aware you didn't put the stim pack on, right? Like, this is really bad.
We were a bit busy, you know. Thank you.
You know, there's a warning on it that says, "Do not expose the blood vessels close to the top of the skin. Place thoroughly on the forearm." And he's just like, I don't know, maybe on my neck or something.
Right on the jugular.
gotta get the juice in as quickly as possible.
This is
It's like
actually the
right
most
on the
dangerous way to
forehead.
put the stim pack on. I want you to know that. Like,
She
this
rips
could've-
it off, and it hurts real bad too.
Well, you realize that ow! We had things to no, stop. No. Oh, that's better.
Ronan, while this is happening, what's going on with you? You hear
I'm still
laser
powering up
shots
this mech.
still. All right, after about 30 seconds, your mech starts up.
Yeah.
It's searching for targets, and it detects that there's another mech in the mech bay with you. Artillery pieces.
I march it out to the front gate to stand sentry, as I have come to understand that the gate control has been destroyed and we have no functioning gate.
You walk out there, and you're like, there's no smoldering rubble. I'm sure we're fine. And then you're like, oh, I'm sorry. There's no gate control smoldering rubble because it's all melted.
So seeing that we've just been attacked, it seems prudent to have a mech
All right.
pulling sentry. So
You
I
go
do that.
stand in the gate area.
Yep.
I'm actually extremely disappointed that we did not have any mechs on sentry.
You just got back. Haven't had time. Bandito, I believe you are rushing up to the command center to redirect the fire out of the vehicle bay.
Yes.
Just like you make a roll real quick in regards to that. So this is while you've set as many as can fire upon the dropship or the helicopters as possible. You notice that all of the other ones are firing into the vehicle bay, and you're just like, what?
I feel like that's some baby back bullshit.
8 again.
Okay, that's good enough to shut the
There
computer.
can't be that many that can even see inside the vehicle bay.
I don't
Going to-
disagree, but that's enough to shoot in there and take out some suits.
I want to set them to regular parameters like mech /
Yeah.
helicopter.
Yep. You immediately get a call from Jerome, who's just like, "Thank God, Bandito, is that you? It's me,
Yeah.
Jerome Curie. Look, I think that there's a traitor in the command center. Someone set the local turrets to fire into the vehicle bay. We lost 4 elemental suits. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
that's
I've already
really
pulled the
weird. I think
SRM
it was-
launchers off them.
I think they hacked our systems a little bit. I was able to stop like part of them, but
All right, look, I'm heading down there to clear the hack, and then we'll need to talk.
I already got it. It's all right.
No, well, I have to head down there to talk to you anyway.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to stay here and keep an eye on the sensors.
All
Are
right.
we on the comms at all? Like, do we know what's happening?
Well,
with
I mean,
everybody
yeah,
else?
the local base comms are back up now.
So, like, I know what's happening with Harridan, that he's
Yes.
bleeding out or fucked up or whatever.
Not bleeding out.
You get the TikTok minute by minute report. Black Rabbit has entered into the project manager system. Like,
I'm on
gave
I'm on the
combat
comms.
drugs
Just like,
somewhere.
For the love of God, Jerome, the commander is dying. He is in critical condition. Report to Mech Bay 1 immediately.
He's like,
Emergency aid.
he's like, no, I need to head to the command center. I mean, I'll send a medical tech down that way. I'm a doctor, not a medic.
Doctor?
Not a miracle worker.
He's like, I'll send a med tech. I'm like, oh, okay, that seems fine.
So he dispatches
Just
one of
go
his
from 100 miles an hour to like 5 miles an hour. I'm like, all right, that's.
He dispatches one of his clan medical personnel. Jerome stops to scoop up the Gauss rifle, the little mini Gauss rifle, and he like fiddles with it for a second, and then he removes the power pack from it, and he just kind of stops and like
That's mine.
salutes the smoldering pile of ash that's Bubba.
Mine?
Murder 6, you're functioning, you're injured. It will take weeks for you to recover from this, but you're alive. You have like a minute before Jerome shows up to talk to Gray. What would you like to do? You know, and it's not like if you don't have anything pressing, you can just be like, I clean up the blood in my cockpit, or I enjoy all of the nice drugs that I'm currently being injected with.
Fuck all that. The Galaxy Commander is dead.
Yes.
I want that footage pulled up. I want it transmitted, and I want it spread across the entire goddamn planet now.
Okay.
We'll get right on that.
I mean, who are you sending it to? Do you know anyone in planetary communications or entertainment?
Our contact at Comstar.
Oh, you're gonna call up the presenter then.
Mm-hmm.
Boop, 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 boop.
Galaxy Commander hath been slain.
You call up presenter Farnsworth. He's just he's just like, good gods, why is the inside of your mech covered in blood?
Never mind that. We have some important footage to upload for you. We need this spread out across the planet. A member of Crow's Black has slain the Galaxy Commander. He is dead. Here's the
Really?
footage
Well,
to provide proof.
I will need to take a
It's
look at this footage before I can retransmit it, but if this is true, I assure you that Comstar will do its duty to the Intersphere to transfer this information as soon as possible.
Transmitting now.
All right, my antivirus will spend the next few minutes.
Oh wait, I have to update Norton for.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a minute.
Oh damn it! Why is Malwarebytes interfering?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and look, let's remember that these guys are the original Warhammer 40k tech priests, right? They solve problems by chanting ritualistic instructions. So he probably just starts intoning like, press the left button, Control Alt Shift F4, begin cycle, praise be to Blake.
Left, right, PA select start.
So he's just like, I apologize. I will need to continue the ritual in private. I will report on the success or failure. The holy rites of Blake are not for the uninitiated.
I'm just like sitting there. Just
Congratulations,
one
Captain.
eye twitching.
You sneeze out some blood.
Wow, sneezing. Listen, I've sneezed up blood before. It is fucking unpleasant.
Yeah,
And the leftover is like real bad. It's just like a fucking cone.
Yup.
Black Rabbit, Murder 6 is doing some loopy ass shit. He's sending messages. He's talking to some old guy on the communicator. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's none of my problem.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Jerome.
Okay, you call Jerome. You get Jerome over the personal communicator, and he's like,
As soon as I'm done sending the message, I need to go collect that fucking Gauss rifle too.
I mean, he's carrying it, so. Selena, yes, Selena Lockwood.
Evidence.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to report that your paramour has perished.
Paramore?
I'm not certain on the inner sphere terminology. Your mating partner.
Okay, first of all, he wasn't my mating partner.
I believe the two of you were initiating the ritual dance of dating.
None of that is true, but I am very sad about my friend, normal companion's death. I did see it.
It was very unfortunate. He misused the technology I've given him.
I was going to ask you a question. Why aren't you coming to help with all the injured?
I need to go help Lieutenant Gray solve some various issues, and then I will need to resign.
Solve what issues?
Well, apparently there's a targeting computer issue in the command center. I just
Why
want
are you going to resign?
we're asking a lot of various questions very quickly, and it's concerning me. I'm not used to this kind of, you know, you think of a doc. Look, the doctor term. I am a scientist. I work in a laboratory setting, not in a surgical bay. So don't expect that I will be able to help in that regards. And
But haven't you done that a lot before?
to some extent,
And you named yourself after Madame Curie, which
Yes.
I guess was chemistry, but she also did, you know.
Yes. Very fascinating stuff. Terrible how she died. Anyway, so he's like walking in the room with Vincent Gray, and he's just like, I need to resign with Bandito. This entire, like, he's saying it to you while he's talking on the communicator. This entire situation is my fault. Several clan personnel who I assured Captain Harridan were faithful have turned out to have been traitors. This
That's
entire
not fun.
series of events would not have been possible without my my word.
I like grab her hand and pull her communicator. And say, you're not allowed to resign until you talk to me first.
You are medically incapacitated. As the head doctor of this base, I'm relieving you of your duties, sir. He takes the communicator down. He's just like, Lieutenant Gray, I'm here to resign. Return to being a bondsman. And like takes out a looped cord
You
and
just
hands
hear
it to you.
a tinny off to the side. Tell him no.
Yeah. So instead of the personal communicator, the base communicator behind you begins flashing yellow, and you
Aaron, if you get blood on my communicator,
I'll buy you a new one.
I'm gonna punch you in your bad leg.
I just want to point out her communicator is super expensive. She's got like a limited edition rose gold, platinum plated.
Okay, so she says that.
You're like, I'll buy you a new one.
Oh,
You
Right.
couldn't afford to buy the OtterBox the phone came in. Okay,
hold on. I'm wealthy.
you're nowhere near as wealthy as her.
I mean,
I'm not saying you're not
I still
wealthy.
have close to 30,000 credits on hand in cash.
I don't
Surely that
disagree.
could buy a phone.
Well, I mean, who knows what level of depravity the Canopians get up to? $30,000 for a phone? I mean, I'd spend that in a heartbeat. I think I almost got Sid with that one. He might have faltered just a little bit. Bandito, do you pay attention to the communicator that is flashing, the base communicator?
Yeah,
Okay. You pick up the call from the captain?
sir.
Tell him no.
He's been relieved of command, Lieutenant Gray.
I've been informed by the.
By who?
I've
He
been
can't
informed-
relieve me of command if he's resigning.
I'm relieving you of command before resigning. It's perfectly legal.
Not allowed. I'm not dying. I've
Sir,
been
you-
treated.
Sir,
I'm
you're on drugs. You should comp. You should comp. You should. Sorry, I'm breaking up. Hangs up.
It was super obvious that Bandito was just making noises with his mouth as well.
Static.
Just saying the word static.
All right. Why do you want to resign?
Well, as I've mentioned twice now, this entire situation was my fault.
And you believe we didn't expect this possible outcome?
Whether you expected it or not, my word is my bond, literally, as a former bondsbandit. Now, I will be again once you wrap that cord around my wrist. I have failed Crow's Black. And while you do not have trials of grievance or ways to punish me in the ways of the clan, it is clear that I am no longer worthy to work for you.
What is he asking? He's asking to become a bondsman?
Yes,
So he would still work for us.
yes, but basically as a slave.
Okay, so he what he wants to do is relinquish his
Honor and command
his-
position, and
his status as a employee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
as a free person.
He's giving up his free will.
Personally, I don't want to do that. Personally, I really don't understand why you all do that sort of thing. To be honest,
He looks at you and says, personally, I don't understand why you lock mouths with other human beings and then insert genitals into them. That's not how we do things where I come from.
Ronan gets on the comms because all of this is being like transmitted over comms. Apparently, everybody.
No, it's not. No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
the base communicator was turned off.
All right.
The first part was heard, but nothing after that has
He would
been.
be like, bond his ass. Hell yeah, this is his fault. Fuck that guy.
That inner hatred shining through.
Why are we trying to give this guy the feel goods after this is absolute? Everything he's saying is 100% true.
Good thing you're not on this communication then.
Yeah.
well, if it would make you feel better, I'll do it. But you still would be working with us.
I mean,
Can I guarantee?
he's still holding
that-
the cord out, and he's just like, whether I want to do this or not is immaterial. It's simply the way of the clan.
Ultimately, I have no form of ultimate say here. Eventually, the captain will be on
You are in
drugs.
command.
What is it?
You are in command right now.
And what would you do if I did not bond you right now?
That would mean that you have forgiven me from transgressions.
All right, let me cut you a deal.
Disappointed, but
it is a shame this happened. But I do feel that you shouldn't be bonded for ever. So I'll put that on you, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do after this whole mess is over.
So he the bond cord and holds out his left wrist.
I'll attach his bond.
And he stabs himself in the eye. Oh no, that's not part of it. I made that up.
For
he also gains the power of runes in the process and hangs himself from a tree.
And he's like, "Thank you."
Right now, you'll still act as our medical officer.
Understood.
Wait, is he a medical he's a doctor, but he's like a doctor in like engineering or something, right? Like he's not a medical doctor.
He's
I'm trying to